an old friend here.
Hybris.
Hello, Kanton.
There are people downstairs.
There are generally people
invading the
downstairs.
cathedral.
Would you like to
Why
accompany
is there
me?
Well, yeah, but are we inviting random people in the cathedral now? Someone want me?
We have never simply invited random people, Kanton.
Are you telling me they're Aegis members?
Not all of them, I am sure. We have guests.
There. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Guess I'm gonna go train a little bit in the arena.
Hybris was here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Please do not
relay
do
that.
lewd stuff around the medical bed.
Hybris, did you know there's a bootleg Naiad over there? He's got the markings, everything.
A
He is.
bootleg.
He
Oh
is.
my goodness, Kanton.
Yeah, he's a bootleg Naiad. Look at it.
Hybris. Why do you have so many
Like-
pillows in your room?
Why were you in my room?
You have like an X on your tit.
I
Can you
mistook it for a
leave
different
him
room.
alone?
So much.
I see.
It's like a burning fire in my
I
chest that just won't
enjoy
stop.
laying in
But I'm
pillows.
not sure if that's
They're
the
comfortable.
breaking of the bones or the bruising.
As do
Is it fine if I also laid in your pillows? By
Like those
accident?
really long ones with like a person on it. Alright.
I
Did
will
that
refrain
hurt?
from answering that question
Never
for now.
mind.
Do you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
no
I
yeah.
nipples?
accidentally tripped onto your bed
I got
and
one of those.
landed on the
Oh
pillows
my
for
God,
a good
stop.
hour.
I don't
I'm
like
just
talking
gonna
about
borrow
it.
the arena and go train.
Kanton,
alright?
can you
This is
please
way
move
too
Of
off
course,
the
Curry.
table?
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
Not on him.
I jumped over him. I didn't step on him. I jumped over him.
In any case, Esso, how are you feeling?
Oh, sorry, I think I just fucking blacked out for a second. What'd you say?
Do you want
Sorry.
more tea?
I asked how you were feeling.
Well, I can't move properly.
It's alive. I'll leave you up to it.
Thank you, Miriga.
Not doing too hot. I think a lot of the weird tea that dude's giving me and the medication's kicking at the very least.
Weird dude?
There was. He introduced
Smalls,
himself as
I think
Smaller.
he said his name was. Oh, yeah.
I see. That weird dude.
Mhm. I'm not sure where he went though.
What's up? Have you seen Ion? I've got another one of Andy's flowers.
I have not, although I do believe he is here at the moment.
Alright, I'll go hunt him down.
This is a cool suit.
Who the fuck was that?
That's a cool
Hey,
suit.
wait up!
That was Cyrilda.
Is he always that hyper?
Yes.
Frequently, yes.
A bit rude.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes. He...
You may disregard the majority of what he tells you.
Understood.
Very well.
Everything okay with you, Hybris?
One in the big
At the moment, yes,
blue
although
hats
your current
was
condition
waiting outside.
concerns me.
Big.
Don't worry about all the marks. Those are just void scars. They're pretty normal. The bruising is all we think that's to get.
I was unaware that the
Recovery.
void had specific scars.
Whenever a void demon gets wounded in a deeper fashion, such as large cuts, our body tends to keep them there as reminders, so we don't make the same mistakes again. We're supposed to be demons.
Oh no, I can't go anywhere without being murdered.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Right.
Ah!
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, Mother.
My goodness, day two
May have a hug.
of lots of faces coming back.
Are you
Be careful of
okay?
the horn.
I am Curry.
I'm sorry about my mishaps the other day.
Don't worry about it.
I will be right back, Mother.
I, mostly just needed
Meet
some
you,
room to breathe.
I got you. And other stuff.
Others.
Hello again, Edward. I will be with you in just one moment.
Oh good. Other stuff? Yeah, no, just outside, working.
My apologies.
Welcome back.
She apologizing for? Busy woman. I'm just a
Slight
busy guy
system
laying on a bed.
instabilities.
I believe that me and him are a wonderful friend.
Well, is everything alright now, or?
And then how it got into the
I believe so.
No, he's always like that. He's always, he loves me. Like, I'm like his,
How deep are your wounds?
That's me, I'm the pebble, and he's the key.
Oh, these ain't going away anytime soon, but, mostly just goes as far as muscle bruising. I think a bone is a little bit banged up.
But that's how close.
Nothing that shouldn't heal, hopefully.
Some of the pebbles you can't get rid of.
I was worse, but I did the whole spooky void form thing for a little bit, but I kinda got snapped out of it, couldn't get back into it, so... And I had
That
to call you
is
guys for help.
concerning.
Yeah, exactly.
Mildly.
That's how close.
Mildly.
Yeah. I'm glad you got such a close friend. Yeah,
I was gonna try to get some other medical help, but I kinda got stuck inside my apartment, or my office, so...
another one of intense interviews.
You guys were the only ones I could think of to call.
And now my full body's
I'm not
fucking
gonna
up.
lie, that was my first time in a pocket dimension.
I mean, you both do. I hug you both, but I'm thinking that none of you like hugging. And I'm scared to break one, so I'm gonna hug you. But no, it's okay, don't. It's okay, there you go. Wonderful. I've never hugged a skeleton before. The first time for everything, there you go. There you go. Would you like to play a
Wow. I suppose as long as you are okay.
like a hug? Yeah, have a there you go.
Perhaps he needs time to think.
Yes.
Oh my god, all the scuff tonight.
Ooh.
Wait, did you black out again?
Oh yeah, I guess I just blacked out again. Crazy. It's alright, still getting used to the morphine.
Hmm.
It can be quite disorientating.
Yeah. So is everything alright? By the way, I have to keep seeing new weird people, like people in shadowy cloaks, people with giant wizard hats, and the conton running around, so... No
The
offense or
gentleman in the
anything, but I
large
can't
wizard's
give
hat is interested in joining us.
Oh,
I have spoken with him
Ugh.
once before.
Half and half.
Is he a magic man, or is it just fancy clothes?
Magic.
Criminally in a good way or a bad way?
Magic? I found the best.
He is a wizard,
I'm sure
from
he'll
my
love me, then.
understanding.
Oh, by the way, Hybris, I'm cleaning up my schedule a good bit. I was wondering if you wanted to take Luna out sometime to go clothes shopping.
I'm not angry.
I suppose so.
Oh, no.
I know we had talked about it before, but
I recall.
thought I'd try to see if maybe you'd still be down.
I should have time. As long as you have recovered.
Oh yeah, give me just a couple of days, I'll be fine.
Of course. Hello.
I recommend you get more rest.
Right. Come on, not the first time I got my ass kicked in, not gonna be the last.
Again.
I'm expecting a
please.
couple hundred more before someone finally takes me out. Ugh.
Hello, Mother.
Hello, dear. It's
Hello.
been a while since we've had someone in the medical bay.
Been a while.
And it's me.
Pardon me, dear. Excuse me. Pardon the intrusion. Coming in.
Hey, Mama.
What happened?
Hello, dear.
I will need to go and see to this.
If you ever
Oh, yeah.
touch her again, I will send you into another dimension,
Don't sit
and you won't be able to get out.
Luna,
That is what Curry told me to give a message to Kanton.
That's great.
I
Could
see.
you relay another message for me to him?
yes.
I don't know where he is currently.
Okay, but if you see him, relay the message, "Oh, really?" to him. Could you do that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Understood.
Thank you.
But yes, I was a little cute.
Hello again.
It was nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too as well. Oh god, my heart hurts. In a good way.
Hmm.
Oh. Can I have your kid again?
You must ask her.
May I give you a hug?
Of course.
There you go. It's so wonderful.
I hope you have been well.
Yeah, no, of course, yes, I'm always well. Always well.
That is good.
And I meant to sound stutter. No, it's fine. It's just so much stuff, and it's... How are you, anyways?
I am well. How are you?
Overwhelmed. Happiness.
I see. Well then, what can I do for you today?
We were going to have a meeting a long time ago. However, I didn't know how to even work my phone. I'm still working how to use it. And then I got a contact of how to contact you from one of the staff members, one of the possible demon devils things from the Lotus Casino.
Hello, grandmother.
But
I see.
anyways, yeah, no. Yeah, it's pretty much that. I've finally been able to actually get into contact.
Well, I am glad. My apologies. If I had known it would be
That's okay.
such a difficult task for you, I would have found a more simpler method for you to get in contact with us.
It's all good. It's fine, it's fine. Can't be helped. Could have been helped, actually. But I think that can't be helped.
Could have, yes. In any case, what can I do for you?
Yeah, so Kata said that this is like his work, was like his type of work and everything. I was purely interested through that.
I see.
And then that's practically, and then I fell in love with your child ball thing at the time, and now it's even more smaller and lifelike.
I see. This does not
You definitely
entirely
tell I have
answer
no
my
idea.
question.
No, of course it doesn't. No. So yes, from Kata, he was basically talking about his work and everything, and I asked him before, and then basically to talk to you about that, of trying to get involved more or less within that,
I see.
and then that basically leads me to asking you about the involvement towards that. Yeah.
I see. You are interested in employment within Aegis?
Yes.
I see. Well then, I believe you had previously indicated that you are a practitioner of magic.
Yes.
May I ask more information about your level of education?
Okay. So, I've been studying under magic for about 47 years. Enough to teach somebody how to use magic.
I see. That could be potentially useful to my agents.
Essentially. Depends if they want to learn. If they want to learn, that's fine.
I am certain we have many practitioners here who could use your guidance, if you were willing to get it.
Yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. If anyone wants to learn, that's fine.
Are you interested in only teaching within Aegis, or are you interested in perhaps more?
More or less more. Well, I mean, I don't mind helping here, there, you know, with anything, really.
I see.
It's anything that, if you ever need my assistance with something, I suppose I can help you with.
I see. Well then. I do not suppose you are familiar with Aegis's values, our philosophies.
No, not at all.
I see. Our philosophy is to enable our agents to do good. More specifically, to do the right thing. We enable ordinary people to do extraordinary things. You would be a part of that. Especially if you were to teach.
Yeah, that's right.
As far as the work that we do, in certain situations, our agents are asked to get physical, so as to speak. Aside from occasionally providing humanitarian aid, we often provide assistance in other matters. In some cases, our agents have been thrown into dangerous situations. In those situations, we ask that our agents act with caution. We do not want to take the lives of others. And in most cases, we prefer to act in a non-hostile manner. Violence should be a last resort. You understand this?
I do.
And you would be willing to abide by this?
Of course. I'm not a very violent type.
I see. Additionally, within Aegis, we have a focus on improvement, whether of ourselves, or of other agents. You see value in this, yes?
Yes.
I see. Well then, perhaps you would be a good fit within Aegis. The magics you practice, perhaps you could tell me more information of what you practice, specifically.
Currently my magic is more or less raw. It's more or less on the, I'd say the destructive phase, rather. It's arcane, but I try to control it mostly. Basically harness it and try and teach others all around.
I see.
I'll be
You
mostly
would be willing to
classed as a battle
learn
mage.
more of other
Yes.
forms of magic.
Of other forms of magic, yes, they all intrigue.
As for the other schools, you would be willing to...
I'll be back. I'm gonna head to the casino.
You would be
To learn
willing
any-
to learn
to
other
learn
schools of
anything else.
magic.
Oh yes.
I see.
Anything that is, say, needed.
I see. And you would be willing to go beyond what is needed?
Of course.
I see. I believe then that, yes, you would be a good fit within Aegis. You have a place of residence?
Yeah, more or less. It's a place that I've been spending most of my life at. But I can be wherever.
I see. I ask because I would like to have some paperwork delivered to you, as it seems you are not as digitally adept yet.
I mean, if I can find a teacher how to learn how to use a phone correctly, then...
We have plenty of people here who would be able to teach you. It is a primary method of communication that we use here in Aegis. It is also an easy way for you to gain access to the cathedral here.
Okay. I feel like I should tell you this. Through magic only, that's how I can see. I use magic in order to see. Other than that, I am blind.
I see. So in areas where the weave is warped or perhaps completely damaged, you are blind.
Yes.
I see. I will keep this in mind. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Ion,
Yes, ma'am.
do you believe that you would be able to assist Edward here? Further?
Of course. What do you need done?
The usual paperwork.
Right.
In the meantime, there is someone I need to speak with.
We'll be needing your contact
I
information.
believe there was an inquiry of a hug.
Once we have your address, we'll send
That was not my specific
came-
request, but
double drop.
seeing you again is much better than hearing that you are alive.
Enrollment here within the agency.
Okay, mine needs to make it a little bit easier than for
Different,
an
as you can
address
tell.
then. This
Yes.
is more or less a place that's
Yes, you are.
a bit more obscure.
Coordinates.
There's a lot of people here today.
Okay.
I assume that you have been informed of what news of the past few months since your demise?
Okay.
Not everything, but bits and pieces here and there from what Master Coda could inform me of.
So again, what did you mean?
I see.
The
Coordinates.
address. Coordinates, yes. Okay.
I trust you're doing well here.
The holdout's going
Hello,
to give
Victor.
Is
the
Aubrey.
coordinates of the actual location.
I
of the
believe
address.
she is at the moment. She may be asleep in her room.
Where should I wait for her?
You may wait here for her, if that is fine with you. I believe my mother has prepared some tea. If you would like it, you may help yourself.
Okay.
There's a lot of misfits. You're not adopting random people off the street, are you?
Okay.
That's yours.
We do not
I
adopt
just needed
people.
the information.
We are an agency,
Oh,
an
okay,
organization.
that's fine,
Hmm.
good. What was
You've
it?
grown.
That being said, we provide assistance where we can.
Feel free to engage with the others.
If I needed to, I would open an orphanage here. However, it would not be feasible
Right, you are.
nor efficient use of the
Need
space.
anything? Have we met before?
Right. I'll stick
Probably
around.
Once or twice within the casino itself.
I will try to contact her as soon as I have a moment.
Right. My name is Ion, as previously stated.
Well then,
If you need anything.
I suppose an introduction is in order.
Pleasure. Edward is the name.
I think it's already been made. She showed me the garden.
I am
We
glad.
talked.
Great.
I also gave her a couple of things for a bit of a project for her.
Yes.
I
I
meant
see.
to give them to Brim, but I figured it would be a good lesson for her, since she's still a developing mind.
And what might those projects be?
2 simple seeds of a crossbreed of floral. One of Brim's, from what research I could, and one of basic lily. Cross-genetically made to hopefully reproduce the flower atop your head, but unfortunately they failed and came out to be something that I like to call echo lilies.
I see.
They are to be grown in the same form and passion as echo flower, and then they can be introduced to the rest of the garden.
I see. I do not suppose that you have seen Brim yet.
No, I was hoping I would.
I believe
You
she
were
is
my first priority.
not here at the moment. She has been taking care of a few things.
I would assume so.
Seems like the area's getting a bit.
Given recent events, she has been nearly as busy as I have.
I have to ask you a question.
Oh? Has something befallen her?
Request I asked you before.
Well, she is now the queen of her ancestral home.
Okay. The request I asked you before. Oh, the quest.
I do not mean to laugh at that, but I find it a bit funny, given the circumstance.
Yes.
Hybris.
Well, if you would like to
Curry
dispute
said that
it.
he's going to return.
Request. Okay.
He is leaving?
Only to help Mira. He'll be back shortly. He wanted me to let you know.
I see. Thank you,
You're
Mother.
not gonna find him.
You're welcome, dear. I've been running like a goose.
Please, take it.
Hi, Smother. I will. I'll be fine.
I will be
I've
sure to
gotta-
send a shadow over to your home with some recipes for you and the small one.
I'm happy. In the meantime, I've got a little something here that might help our friend there. So, one moment.
Thank you, Mother.
You're welcome, dear.
But if you wish, we could speak somewhere where we don't constantly get interrupted if you wish.
If you would like to.
Forget about it. Forget about the request.
Please.
Luna.
I will stay here.
Thank you, Luna. If you would like,
Of course.
perhaps go and help your grandmother.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on her, and perhaps attempt to help her not panic
I don't know.
or overwork herself.
I will do my best.
I am certain you will. Thank you.
And by chaotic, I mean it's.
Now then. I suppose you were told then of what happened to the purge.
Briefly, but it still gives me migraines to hear even that name.
I suppose that is understandable. I will refrain from speaking of it beyond this.
Thank you. I see that you're, like Victor said, growing. I meant ages. And I'm Hybris.
Yes. Things have been busy.
As well as the station itself has seemed to have grown quite a lot.
It has had to accommodate all of its new guests.
Yet here you stand, still petite as ever, and the same height that I remember you.
I saw no need to change that.
'Tis a joke.
My family has grown, though.
As I can tell.
Yes.
Is she the only one, or are there more?
There are two currently deployed, I suppose is the terminology one might use. However, I suppose that is a bit clinical. There are two that you could speak to at the moment. There are two more that are currently here with us. However, they are not capable of communicating as you and I would.
Incubating.
So as to speak, yes, metaphorically.
Oh, delightful.
Yes.
It's as if you are obtaining your own species.
That is, in fact, the case.
Wonderful. I hope to see it flourish.
As do I, Smaller.
And forgive my chuckle earlier when it came to hearing that Prim is now queen. The way she views me as a brother, I guess would in turn make me a prince.
She
Jokingly,
insists
of
that I am a
course.
princess, however. Just as it is with Mara, if you were to look at this home of mine as a castle, I am its queen.
Well then, your majesty.
That is not necessary. This
I
is not
know,
a
but
castle.
still.
It is a cathedral.
Oh,
If anything, I am more akin to a priest in that terminology.
I told Luna that I viewed Aegis as a sanctuary. A place for those who are in need of guidance. I believe my message to you was that you were the ray of hope. I hope that did not sadden you to hear, because that is how I view you.
It was difficult to accept at the time. I still have not quite accepted it.
Well, perhaps you might start thinking about it. I did hear from Master Kota that you were opening your ranks.
Yes. I have received a large number of requests recently. Given what happened, perhaps you heard the news.
Briefly, from what Master Kota wished to fill me in on, he didn't inform me of everything. He felt that it would be more beneficial to me to go find out myself.
I see. He mentioned Noru then?
Yes, he did. I wept. It's what I could.
As did many here. Despite this, though, the man upstairs on the bed, I believe you saw him. Esso.
Detective Esso, yes.
Yes. He assisted us. He is a friend of our organization now.
Wonderful. I always knew he would be of a great deal of help, even though he did used to work with Sins.
Yes, he mentioned that.
They would frequent the Lotus. But yes, please, if there's anything else you wish to inform me, by all means. It would help me a great deal.
It would seem that, following his investigation and the clearing of our name, a large number of people seemed interested in assisting us in the future. So it would seem that, given the unfortunate circumstances, some good at least came from it. Not all was negative.
Wonderful. Canton informs me that there is something going on with a shadow individual and a church as well.
Yes. The shadow is something I am not quite as familiar with. I believe it is something tied to his family. As for the church, there is a church, Church of the Black Sun, or as it is more commonly known, the Church on the Hill. They seem to have decided to lay claim on Zafira City. They wish to remove individuals that they do not deem worthy.
Demonic presences and the such.
Precisely. Hence, Kanton's family.
He tells me that Persephone was captured by them.
I was unaware of this until yesterday. But yes.
Very well.
We have been advised not to intervene. Given the nature of the situation and the church's influence, Sachi and several others believe it is wise for us to not intervene at this present moment. It would seem that the church has not made any actively outwards threats. So, it is dangerous for anyone to retaliate against them.
Well. I know that in the past, Sachi's information giving wasn't always so forthright with Aegis. should you require somebody to look into it for your benefit, I still do have the capability of walking between shadows.
I see. Perhaps it would be of use. However, I have been promised by Coda that he would do the same.
He tells me. He told me that he wanted me to help you. He does not share, or, well, rather, he doesn't have the same capacity of shadow magic that I do.
That is
At most, he
understandable.
can manipulate them.
In the meantime, there is no other pressing news. I am happy to see you again.
Would you like that hug now or later?
Whichever you prefer.
Sure, now would do just fine.
I agree.
Whenever you might get caught up in something.
There is always something going on in the cathedral. You should know this by now.
Always.
We are glad to have you back. But please, be careful
I
in
am
the future.
glad to be back. I shall. I will not be putting myself to harm's way unless it's absolutely necessary, and even then I will still evaluate the situation that is around me.
Yes. Please, stop by again soon. I am certain that Brim would like to see you again.
I'm sure I will. I will be here for a little while. So if she does decide to come in, then I'll be here.
Of course.
Besides, I've also been informed that some of my establishments that I've purchased have been sold in my name. As well as, my only residency is now with Coda. And even then, he's got 3 children and a maid.
I
and
see.
An individual by the name Saya.
Saya.
She apparently... She made inquiries to join Aegis, but she had nowhere to stay, so he felt like giving her a room until such a time was granted for her to join.
She has actually just requested to come here. We met yesterday. I was unaware that she was an old friend's sibling. In fact, I was unaware that he had a female sibling. Have you met
Nevertheless.
Curry before?
Detective Curry, yes. Nephilim Curry, I've only heard rumors of.
Yes, he is an old friend. A previous member of the Renegades.
Ah.
In the meantime, I do believe that I need to see to Victor's request. I will go and check on Arbor.
By all means.
Forgive me. This is not the edge of glory.
This is not the edge of your ass.
Why are you
That'd be
confused?
way worse. Saw Warmind completely rampant. Freya is not completely rampant, though. Or is Freya now completely rampant and no longer referring to themselves as Freya?
And we're gonna swap.